Canned responses is a great feature of Gmail. Now it's located within the Labs section, so it's not part of the core product. We're going to walk through how to enable it and how to use it today. First, head to the cogwheel, click Settings, and then click on the Labs tab within your email. In the search, you can just type the word can or canned, and you can enable this option, and then just click Save Settings. Now once you do that, you're going to have a new feature within the Compose window on your Gmail account. So we're going to call this template email subject line. And let's just pretend this was a legitimate subject line that I was going to be including on a message I was going to send. Alright, so what I've done is I've just typed a sample email out. Now what I can do is I can click on the More Options menu button at the bottom right hand side of the Compose window, go to Canned Responses, and then create new canned response. We'll just call this template number 1, and then I'll just click on the OK button. Now when I do that, it's actually saved the subject line as well as the body of that email address, including your email signature, to the template database. So I'm just going to click the Delete Draft option, and we're just going to pretend we're sending a new email. So I'll click on Compose, I'll delete the subject line or the email signature, I'll click on the More Options menu item, Canned Responses, and now you'll notice I have the ability to insert that template, to save it. Now if I did that, it would overwrite the previous template, or I can delete it. So let's just hit the Insert button, and as you can see, it changed my subject line, it filled in the body of the email, including the email signature, and now all I have to do is make whatever relevant changes. So I could change this to Hello Bob, and I could send this to bob@bob.com and hit the send button. And that's all there is to it. Now let's say I make a change to this template, and alright, so I made a change to the email, and now I want to save those changes. I'll just go to More Options, Canned Response, and I'll hit Save on the template item. Hit OK because it's going to overwrite those changes. And as soon as I do that, when I go back to send a new email and I insert that same canned response, you're going to notice that all those new changes are there. Now you'll notice that there's now 2 email signatures, and I did this because I wanted to point out that every time you insert a canned response, you want to delete all of the content within the email. So you go to Canned Response, Insert. Because it's actually including the email signature as part of the template, that's going to be the only way you can avoid that duplication. The only other way to handle that is to actually save your canned response without your email signature. So I'll just show you what that looks like. When I go to create a new message here, and I go to insert my canned response, you'll notice that as long as the signature was not part of the canned response, it just prepends the email with the template. The last thing I'll show you is how to delete a canned response. You can go to More Options, Canned Responses, and then you can choose the Delete option for the template. Once you've done that, you'll notice that it's cleared that canned response out. That's all there is to using canned responses. Hopefully this helps you be more productive in sending frequently used emails.